Today we got a cool video. We're going to be showing you my cart over here, and I'm going to be showing you how to install headlights for nighttime. These are headlights you can actually buy at Walmart, so you can either order them on walmart.com or you can find something similar on Amazon, but I'll have the ones I used linked in the description below. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what the cart looks like with the headlights on it, and then we'll jump into how you do it. It's really simple, not going to take you long, and yeah, there's two ways to power it. One, external batteries, or two, you can wire it directly to your cart batteries. You're just going to need a step-down converter. So let's jump into it. Also, stick around after the tutorial. We're going to do some fishing. We're going to do some bass and bluegill fishing. So if you're into that kind of stuff, stick around. It's not just going to be a tutorial video. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, let's do it. All right, so here we are looking at the cart. And quick note, I am going to release the print file for this flip ski controller holder. The version 2 doesn't have any fitment issues. This is the version 1 over here. This is version 2. So version 2 will be available for download in the description below. Back to the headlights. So you'll see on the standard Crazy Cart that they have the mounting holes where the plastic used to be. So you're gonna have to remove the plastics to do this, but it gives you a perfect mounting hole right here under the steering wheel to mount your headlights. So when you do that, it looks like this. And the mounts are actually included, so you don't have to buy anything. You just buy the kit, wire it up, and you're good to go. It also comes with a switch if you're into that. So with the Crazy Cart, I like to angle them out at like a 45-degree angle on both sides. You can see this one's removed. I did that because I actually stripped the screw out, and that's because these are threaded. So you can see that's what the black screw that comes with the Crazy Cart looks like. And this is what the mount looks like for the light. And so what you do is you just screw it into the hole that was pre-existing on the frame, and then you use the hardware that comes with the kit, and you just install the headlight, run the wires down the side of the frame with zip ties, and you can either power it to your battery directly. You just need a step-down converter because these are only 12 volt, or I believe they're like 12 to 24 volt lights. So you need to, if you're running 48 volts or anything higher, you need to step that voltage down to an acceptable voltage range. That way you can run them. They are actually incredibly bright, so keep that in mind. You'll blind your friends, but they're great for nighttime running. But yeah, that's how you do it. It's pretty straightforward. You just bolt them to the frame, wire them up. I'll have the two wiring diagrams that you can look at. One for just a DC 12 volt battery that you just wire directly to with a switch in line. And then I'll show you one with a step-down converter as well. So one other thing I gotta mention to you is that if you strip the screws out of the frame, you'll need to get a locking nut and a bolt. So the size you need are, so these are the size bolts and nuts you'll need if you strip the existing threads out of the frame, or you can just retap the threads, but probably a better idea just to use the locking washer. So yeah, it's an M5 by 0.8 and a M5 by 0.8 by 16 millimeter for the screw. You can find those at like Lowe's and Home Depot. But yeah, those are for mounting it directly to the frame. So if you strip this black screw out that comes with it, or just strip the hole out, you can just go for a nut and bolt setup. So yeah, that's how you do the headlight system. I'll show you some videos from me riding around at night with it and some pictures here. But yeah, that's all.
I'm just like flat on it. You need that runway to finish off.
So unfortunately, it decided to rain. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's raining. I don't think we're gonna go fishing today. So on that note, we're gonna go over how I did my LEDs for the cart. And my LEDs are pretty cool because they're wired directly to the battery, meaning I don't have any external power source for them. It's just the supply. It's one battery. There's one system, one battery. It's nice. It's wired in with a buck converter because they are 5-volt LEDs, and this is a 48-volt battery, so you need a step-down converter in there. I'm thinking about also releasing a custom PCB for the Crazy Cart that you can plug into your batteries that takes the voltage from the batteries, and it'll have USB ports, accessory ports, and ways you can power external devices on the Crazy Cart, all from the battery. That way you don't have to, you can just plug it in and play. Kind of cool, right? Toying around with the idea of how to do that. So, the way I have my LED set up now is I have it wired up with a buck converter and a ESP32. So I'll leave those two parts in the description down below that you can buy. Then I just have some WLEDs. I think they're called, or I'm running WLED on the ESP32 rather, and then I just have some programmable LEDs here. In hindsight, I would have wanted to add a strip on the front here as well too, but it still does look pretty good. And what that allows me to do is have Wi-Fi controlled programmable LEDs, so I can do really cool different chasing patterns and everything like that. So the way I power it is I have a little XT30, and then I have an XT30 coming off the battery, and I plug it in, and you see we have light. Voila. And so if I flip it over like this, you can see the strip lights up, and it's not going, Jesus, it's not going to want to stay up because I got the batteries on it. I gotta go grab my phone so I can show you the app. Give me 1 second. All right, so we got my phone, and if you can see here on my phone, I'm in the Wi-Fi settings, and you can see WLED. That's because the ESP32 is sending out a Wi-Fi signal. So if you connect to that, it opens a web app, and this web app allows you to customize the LEDs since they're programmable. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to prop it up. That way you can actually see them. There we go. Okay, handy milk crate. And okay, so if we go into the app now, and we go to effects, you can see they got a bunch of built-in ones. And so this is what I mean by programmable. You can do chasing effects, different stuff like this, and you can fully customize it with an app on your phone. You can also turn them brighter by going to this top thing here. You can see that's full brightness. That's no brightness. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You can adjust stuff like that. And in the effects, you can do, different stuff. So you can really customize it. So these are obviously not things you're gonna find that are just programmed into LED strips that you buy on Amazon and plug in with the USB. So pretty freaking nifty, pretty cool. I think it really adds to the effect of the cart. It allows for some pretty cool effects, like you can see. I am going to, on this cart over here, when I do the full build guide on the flip ski motor and brushless controller and all that stuff, I'm going to do the LEDs. So I'll do a full install guide and show you how to do it. And we're going to do, I think, I don't know, I want to try and figure out a way to do the entire bottom. So it's like a freaking panel of LEDs. I think that would be insane. So yeah, but that's kind of it for the LEDs. I'll leave the stuff to do it in the description below, and then you guys can just wait for the video on this other cart that's coming out soon. I'm actually putting it together this week for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, that's how you put some programmable LEDs on your cart with a buck converter. So yeah. All right, so real quick, I just wanted to update you guys where we are on the XL cart. So this is my buddy's XL. We just put the new Taxi Garage Stage 2 or V2 front motor hub in, not front motor hub, front hub in with the knobby tire, chain guard, and tensioner enhancement thingy-majigger. It's great, red's good. 48 volt battery, 48 volt controller, and yeah, that's it. He's got a screaming rear caster though, so it's loud. And then we got my 48 volt brushless set up, and we're about to test them next to each other. It's so hard to stop with the water. Your casters like kill me. Do you want to switch?
Bro, that thing is fast as shit.
It is pretty quick. I was
Holy
like,
shit.
I can still pass you, but if you put a smaller sprocket, you'll probably be able to keep up.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. I might invest in that, bro.
Oh, this one's so much more comfortable. Holy
Take out
shit.
the king for a little bit. I gotta let the king be the king.
This one's way more comfortable.
Is it better?
Wow, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Dude, they're going for cheap now, too.
Really?
Yeah. Like $40.
That's not bad.
This other setup. Oh yeah, this one's like so much harder compared to
You'll lose traction on that one way easier. Alright.
It's that girl's man.
Oh yeah?
They pulled in the same house.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Ready to be mad annoying?
Oh, nuts. Hold on. I gotta figure out why it's doing that. It's pissing me off. My ABS. I gotta turn that off. I'm just turning it off. I turned it off before. I don't like it. I don't need traction control, bitch. My foot is the traction control.
That's so stupid. What was I thinking?
front.
No.
Give it full speed. I'm telling you.
Alright, let's try it. Here, switch. Here, we'll switch.
You'll hear this scream.
What scream?
It's the belt, I think.
The belt?
Something's screaming near the belt. Maybe the tensioner on the belt? I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Why, do you feel something?
It's just a little rough. Oh, that could be it, yeah.
That tensioner?
Yeah, it could just need the bearing. Could be screaming in there.
Is there any way to lubricate that bearing with grease, or?
Yeah, you could try.
Try injecting it?
Yeah.
How would I, does it have
I have some.
Does it have an orifice in it or anything?
No, it's probably a sealed bearing in there, honestly. Yeah. Here, wait, let's do a quick... What? What? We're good, we're good. Yeah, it's a lot smoother. We should do a launch test, see who's faster from a standstill.
Want me on this or you on that?
Yeah, like, let's line up and do a quick, like, right here. We'll line up on this line. We'll line up right here, and we just send it from a standstill, like a dig. And we'll see who's faster, and then we'll swap.
Let me get my cart, like,
Let me warm up the tires. Yeah, here. Let me pump it. Alright.
Alright, that was pointless.
Alright, so.
Alright, wait, is this gonna be responsive?
Let's switch. You on this one, me on that one to start. No. Yeah, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. It doesn't like you.
No, it's very laggy right now, I'm telling you.
This is what people complain. This is what people complain about with the brushless system here. Hold on.
What? It's too.
Some people hate them and some people love them. You're eyeing her up too. Some grandma in there.
Yeah, she's a fine piece.
She's a fine.
I gotta get an umbrella for this thing.
That would actually be tight. All right. All right. So what we gotta do?
All right, here. Oh shit! Dude, this is responsive.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just. So it's a fair race.
I'm ready.
So it's a fair race. Let me turn it to maximum power.
All right.
All right. Since
you're like, all right, after I say all right. You already know this about you. Nasty. All right. Dude, I'm telling you though, it's something here that screams. It's this bearing, right?
I think it's in the tensioner. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. My batteries died. Oh shit.
You're wild, bro.
Hit a dip.
That was nuts.